Upon my first walkthrough of Hitman, I was so high that I thought that the point of the game was to kill people and steal their swag, and the best part is that it is. Otherwise, why would he be posing in it? Agent 47 is the ultimate swag snatcher. He looks good in everything. Wherever around the world Agent 47 goes, he always brings his swag with him. By the time I got to the mission in India, I realized that I was the freshest man in India. Only Agent 47 can pull up to a fashion show and still look better than everybody in there. You probably think that I'm straight up trolling you right now, but I'm being dead serious. The Agent 47 within the new Hitman trilogy looks absolutely stunning. I'm not sure what kind of black magic IO is using within their game dev studios, but watching this character move is just an absolute eye candy. I haven't really experienced this type of effect since, I don't know, GTA 5 maybe? I feel like most game dev companies forget that they're making an entertainment product. So this thing in the middle of the screen that moves is supposed to be entertaining. And no, not entertaining as in strap a Subway Surfer gameplay footage to your character type of way. What I mean by entertaining is pleasant to look at. There is a hierarchy to third-person character movement. At the bottom of that hierarchy, we have something like cyberpunk in third person. Higher than that, we have something like Saints Row 3. Even higher than that, we would have something like Sekiro. And then at the pinnacle of the pyramid, I would place games like GTA 5 or Hitman. This perfect walk reinforces the idea that you're playing as a complete cold-hearted killer that doesn't make any mistakes. It's the type of person that if you would have walked into the house to, everything would be perfect. There is no janky or sudden moves. The walk is rhythmical. It's like you're walking on beat, which leads me to a question. Have you ever noticed this sound whenever you pause the game? Yes, it's a ticking clock, but it's also ticking on beat. The rhythm from the walking animation carries over into the pause menu while crossing the domain of being something visual to being something that's auditory. This creates a feeling like you're on the clock, the same clock that is present within the trailer for Hitman. Hitman 2018 and Hitman 3. Because in reality, you are on a clock. When you enter a mission area in Hitman, targets and other characters move in patterns. Important targets move in large patterns, while the non-important targets move in much smaller patterns. There are at least 20 methods of assassination on a map. In order to set one of these assassinations up, you would first have to clear the smaller pattern and then wait for the bigger pattern to interact with it. For that, you need timing. This idea of timing is again reinforced with Hitman item system. Yes, the items are stationary objects on a map that you can pick up at any time. However, there's also items like, for example, much needed crowbars that are scattered across the map, which would cause you time to go and get. Or here's my favorite example, frogs. Most objects in Hitman are stationary objects, but frogs break that rule because they're alive and they move. and you have to catch it in time. And if you do, it awards you with a poison that can kill your target instantly, saving you time. When I saw these cameras for the first time, I realized that this reminds me of something, Deus Ex. And then I also realized that this camera minigame is better than anything Mankind Divided has ever created. And yes, before you ask, you beat it with timing. Sound in general is a very important part of Hitman. If there's a weakness, you will hear it. If there's a camera, you will hear it before you see it. Whenever you complete an assignment, you hear a distinct kick followed by a click. The simple kick makes your action feel more meaningful, like it's stored somewhere for you to use later, which by the way, it is. Have they not used this kick, it would feel like you're completing chores to cross them off your list. In general, sounds in Hitman sound very sharp. They are preceded by a short build-up followed by immediate snap. A visual allegory to what I just said is like an equivalent to a stinger launcher. Stingers snap onto a target after a build-up. Agent 47 snaps onto his targets, which is also accompanied by the sound that I mentioned earlier. On a macro scale, Agent 47 is someone that acquires and then assassinates his targets. And I believe that this sort of understanding had to come first before they could implement it into the game.